Okay, let's continue. Regarding tutorials, so 1 hour tutorials in week 3, 5, 8. Actually, this tutorials is allocated also on the lab session hours. Which is for G3 we have Thursday and Friday. And Friday a lab. If there is no lab, so there will be a tutorial for that session. Okay. And for this tutorial, the materials will be uploaded. If there is no material, so we shall discuss PSIM, actually how to use PSIM, or we shall continue the discussion on the lab that we have performed, or we shall use the session to discuss on the OEL materials or the reports OEL that you have to submit. So we shall use that time. So we have 2 hours of, actually 3 hours of class, and 3 hours of class here per week, which is 2 plus 1 and 2 plus 1 here, 2 plus 1, and we have 2 hours of lab and 2 hours of lab, and 3 hours of class, 2 hours of lab. So the class 2 hours is synchronous, 1 hour is asynchronous. So for asynchronous, I shall upload the lab materials, so I expect you all to view during the session. Please don't keep until end of the semester, because I will not repeat the things that I've uploaded inside your asynchronous session on the another weeks of class. So make sure you view the asynchronous material at time and timely. Okay, the materials will be uploaded to your classroom. So if you in G3, so refer to G3 materials and G3 materials. You can cross check with other group as well, but be in G3 materials lah, barat. And you can go to other notes. Maybe you can read or you can study to enhance your understanding from group of Dr. Afif or Dr. Shikin or Dr. Hafizi. So it's up to you. But anything you have to refer to G3 materials lah. And any basic things you have to refer to G3. Actually, the notes will come from Dr. Afif itself. So the notes here all come from Dr. Afif and the coordinator notes. So we shall discuss further on the notes, or we shall add up any external materials or notes to enhance our understanding on the notes, basic notes that being uploaded by Dr. Afif. Okay, we have 2 hours of class. So most of it we will use PSIM as our reference software. 2 hours. Is that for GA, Group 3A, Thursday, Group 3B on Friday. Okay. If there is no class, no lab, tutorials. So we have tutorials. Minimum 1 hour lah per session. Maybe it can go up to 2 hours if we discuss questions. So maybe I will stay with you during half hour or 1 hour, and then I will leave you all with your group. So we will stick with your group, and the group of 3 per which we have decided. So we discuss within this your own group. If you if required, so you can cross check, or you can discuss with other group as well, or you can come back to me lah. So self-study 5 hours per week means that during tutorials we will have 1 hour. Remaining is your hours of self-study lah. So here are the group division, which is G1, Dr. Afif, Dr. Shikin. Maybe they divide half semester, Dr. Afif and then Dr. Shikin. G2 will lead by Dr. Faridun and Dr. Nur Hafizi. And G3 only me, myself. So my number, I think you have known my number. You can contact me, WhatsApp, if you need to come over to see me in group. So you can Gmeet also can, group physical also can after Hari Raya holiday. So please WhatsApp me first, consultation by appointment. Okay, consultation by appointment. So we shall use our simulation lab PSIM online, or if actual physical attendance is required, so you shall use PE lab, Power Electronic lab, which is block 2, I think. Block 2, ground floor. So Mrs. Jiha, Mr. Azliman, and Mr. Jan be your assistant engineer to help you inside the lab, physical lab. Okay, the reference book. The main book, we shall use William Hart. This is the #1 book reference. So actually, any materials you should refer to this McGraw-Hill books. Other than this, is open for you all to buy or refer to enhance your understanding. But the most important or book that we encourage you all to buy, but actually, is McGraw-Hill from William Hart. I'm not sure which one is the latest version, maybe 2015. So you can buy directly from Shopee or whatsoever. So I encourage you all to have by your own. You're going to use it throughout your career, because it's better to have physical books rather than soft copy, because you have the feeling of belongings and on the materials itself. Okay, in terms of assessment, we have 50% assessment for exam. Here, you shall have face-to-face exam, 50%. Other than that is your coursework. So test 1 will be contributing 20%. Test 1, actually this one, we have Q1 and Q2. Q1 and Q2. So there are some plan or some suggestion that we shall have Q1 test 1, which is separate from, actually this is only one test, but there is a plan. I'm not sure if you're going to finance or not. So the test itself contains 2 questions, Q1 and Q2. But to help you all, we separate into test 1, which is on another date, and test 2 on another date. So test 1 only to answer Q1, test 2 only to answer Q2. And both the test here will contribute 20 marks. And the remaining 30 marks. Okay, the remaining, another 20 marks will come from your OEL, open-ended lab, which will discuss all kind of converter, which is rectifier here, converter, inverter, thermal protection. 5, all 5 marks means that you have to perform experiment, produce a simulation and report, submit by grouping, then you will obtain 5 times 4, 20 marks of the coursework. And then, as I discussed with you all before, 10 marks will come from the quiz. So the quiz here for my group, I will use attendance as our mark reference, and also your participation. Active participation is that I will shall call upon any time your name. So I will give you a question or whatsoever. I just ask hi or any response from you all. So if you are available, so I will take note that you are available. If no, so you have a reduction on this portion of marks. So actually this 10 mark belongs to the lecturer itself. So please take note on your attendance, even though you like it or not. Please attend, and when I call, please be available. Okay, and please during my session, bring along your logbook or sketchbook and write down anything such that you can be alert on the session. Okay, in terms of grouping, you can group into 2 or 3. So I prefer to be in 3 person per group because if 2 is not suitable, so in 3 you can discuss among you all. 4 is too much and 5 is too much, so 3 is ideal grouping. So in terms of our arrangement, so as I told you before, we're just going to discuss in terms of converters. Previously in EET 307, there are more than this. So you should be thankful because the syllabus already reduced a lot. It reduced a lot. Before we have transformers, we have another kind of chapter inside our subject. But now we're going to discuss only 4 kind of converters now. 4 or 3 kinds of converters, then thermal protection concern. So the syllabus actually reduced a lot. And so for the first 3 weeks, other than introduction, we shall learn about rectifier. So this is on the rectifier. Then we shall learn on the DC converter itself. Then after that, the 4 week after midterm break will be inverter. We shall learn about inverter. Then protection, thermal protection. So this the 4 main chapter that we're going to go through, discuss within this semester with me. Okay, you have to be active during this discussion because I'm not going to actually deliver what I know, but we're going to discuss among us what we don't know. I don't know all the things now. Also, you also don't know. So you have to know what you don't know. You have to ask me. So if I don't know, so I can refer back to books or my senior or those who are expert on this, so we can discuss and again later after that. Okay, this is the arrangement of our task each of the week. So this first week we don't have lab, but we have discussion on the separation on or how to, if you have any issues on PC or whatever, you can come back to me. We have to finalize in terms of grouping, time, our time, duration, lab duration. If you don't have, you are not suitable with the duration, you can discuss among yourself on which time, which is suitable or suit you all. And you can change the timetable actually come from the unit itself, from the system they arrange, such that it will not clash with other subject or whatsoever. But once you are in group, you can discuss among you all to shift the time to any time that suitable to you all. And okay, we have here lab. If you don't have lab, we shall have tutorial and lab tutorial. And this 5th week also we have a test and another test on 12th week and 12. Okay, the things that we cover inside the test or whatever I will inform later. Okay, so throughout our subject we shall have 4 CO. So means that the cost outcome, CO is cost outcome, what we expect you all to get throughout this semester from this subject. So we expect you all to able to analyze the powertronic converter in terms of how it operates on certain topologies, how the operation takes place. You can see the topology, so you are able to imagine or you are able to justify how actually the flow of the current, voltage and whatsoever, how the operation takes place. Then also you are able to identify and analyze the protection circuit for power converters. So any converters that involve inside our circuit here, so how actually you want to justify which part need to be size, need to be put the protection in terms of thermal pad or thermal circuit, thermal heatsink to protect the circuit itself from damage. So how to design the converter and how to investigate the power electronic water topologies. Okay, that's all the 4 CO that important.